What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to do a quick edge up on a difficult hairline, and right now we'll hop into the beginning of the cut. So we're starting off in the very center of the hairline, making sure that our trimmers are at a right angle to the nose. So we want to make sure that the trimmers are in line with the nose so that the blade hits at a right angle, making that line straight across from the nose. So we're working that into the right corner first, and then we're going to tap in the left corner. So if you can see, we're making this line straight across, even with his nose, making sure that we get the left side even with the right. It's a little bit easier to make the left side match the right side than it is to make the right side match the left side. At least for me it is, because I'm right-handed. I'm not sure if it's different for left-handed barbers. If there's any left-handed barbers, let me know if it's the opposite for you. So we're just making sure that that line is extra straight across the front, because typically when the hairline is perpendicular to the nose, it's in line with the eyes, and that's what matters the most: the bone structure on the client's face, the bone structure on the client's head, in order to make sure that the hairline matches the customer or the client, instead of making the hairline do what you want it to do. And right here, as you can see, we're going to connect the center of the hairline into the right hand corner, and we're just going to make sure that that's a super straight line from one point to the next point. That's how we keep our line straight, just go from one point to the other. And personally, in order to hit this angle the way I want it, this also needs to be parallel or directly in line with the nose, and that's from looking at the client straight on. So I like to reach over and tap that line in just for that bar. And I'm looking at these to make sure that they're the same. So what I'm gonna do eventually is step behind the client and make sure that everything is lined up in the mirror, so that I know that what I'm seeing just isn't, an illusion. My eyes aren't showing me what I want them to see. So I need to look at it in the mirror to make sure that everything's correct. And I'm just using the corner of my trimmer to edge out the bottom of that bar, the bottom of that C cup into the bottom of the bar. So you see we're working the C cup into the edge of that bar so we can get the angle that we want. So we're just gonna keep working that C cup in. We're gonna keep working that C cup. We're gonna keep working across the front until it's just about perfect, making sure that both of those bars are lined up, both of them are the same length. And then we're gonna make sure that the line is super straight across the front before we move on. And then we start over with our razor. So we just wanna make sure that's straight, cross-checking it in the mirror. The client thinks it looks straight. I think that it looks straight. And now we're gonna go ahead and apply the shaving gel. I am using my Crispy Lines razor. So once we get the shaving gel applied, we didn't put it on to the points where we want to be able to stretch the skin, but we did apply it across the hairline. So I left myself some space to grab and stretch the skin, and then we're just gonna tap that bar in so that it's perfect. So the trimmer can get it almost perfect, but with this texture of hair, we wanna make sure that we can get all the little stubble out, because he has coarse, straight hair. So what we're doing is just knocking off that stubble and pulling everything into the hairline. We're gonna do the same thing across the front of it. We're just applying pressure as we go across. And I don't mean with the razor, I mean we're applying pressure, making sure that we're focused up on this hairline, on this edge up, to make sure that it is as straight as possible. We're doing the same thing on his right side. It's our left, looking at it from straight on. So we're gonna go ahead and get a neck strip so that we can wipe the debris that we've scraped off, that we've knocked off. We cut off those little hairs. And then we're gonna do the same thing in the C cups, making sure that we're just emphasizing the edge up that we gave them with the trimmer. So the razor gives you some extra room to go ahead and perfect everything. It's our closest cutting tool that we can use. And we're just gonna apply some more pressure to make sure that everything is as crisp and more crisp than it was when we used the edgers. So once we get this last C cup set in, everything should be about done. We're gonna look at it again, make sure that it's perfect. I'm gonna show you the before and then the difference when we look at it afterwards. You can pause it if you need to. so you can see that it's straight across. And that's how you clean up that video. So follow me, like the video, reach out, leave a comment, please, and I'll talk to you soon.